GQ magazine is redefining the definition of masculinity in this Me Too era. For November's new masculinity issue, interviews with Pharrell Williams, NBA star Kevin Love, and comedian and Daily Show correspondent, that is Jaboukie Young-White. They look at how men's behavior is changing. Young-White shares his experience as a member of the LGBTQ community. He uses humor to tackle tough topics like gun control in skits on The Daily Show.
We don't need gun control. We just need to decrease gun ownership.
Okay, but how do you decrease gun ownership without gun control laws?
Easy, Trevor. We just need to make guns gay.
I don't understand. As far as I know, guns don't have a sexual orientation.
Well, not at the moment, Trevor. Not yet. But I just read this study that says a lot of straight men don't recycle because they're worried it makes them look gay. So we just need to harness that same toxic masculinity and just direct it toward guns. You know, sweet gay guns.
There he is, first on CBS This Morning, Jaboukie Young-White and GQ editor-in-chief. That's Will Welch. Join us at the table. Welcome to you both, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
I want to start with you, Will, because I love when you got the job. Most people said, congrats, yay, bravo.
Yeah.
You had one friend that said, yikes, hell of a time to be editor-in-chief of a men's magazine. And you took that to mean what?
Yeah, I took it as a sort of a reality check.
Yeah.
And she was throwing the gauntlet, saying this is exciting, it's a big role, congratulations, but this is serious work.
Because you said, what is men's role in what you call the shut up and listen era?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was your take.
Yeah, and the new masculinity issue, which came out yesterday, we started...
Very provocative cover.
It is a provocative cover. Yeah. You got to get people's attention in this environment.
I love it. Yeah, it is really stunning.
We started working on this issue in January. And that's partially because it is sort of this shut up and listen moment where women especially don't want men just like barging in, like, we're gonna fix this. Mm-hmm. And we take that aspect seriously. So we wanted to take our time with it, do it right, and really get all the dials set in the right place. And we're proud of the result.
But guess what? Re-examining masculinity is not only good for women, it's good for men. It's for freeing exercise. And you've got in your interview, Jaboukie, a comment that I thought really hit home, which is that for many men, the way they learn masculinity is through getting it beaten into them. It's kind of scar on their identity. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that so many of us, the traits that we pick up in our childhood are things that we maybe didn't naturally gravitate toward, but we were taught, no, this is the way that it's supposed to be. And you sort of correct yourself over time and build on what that natural impulse was to just like express yourself.
You talk about what you heard in your dad's barbershop, for example.
Yeah.
Which is a bastion of of masculinity.
Yeah.
The black barbershop. Yes, been there many times.
Absolutely, 100%. I remember when the Dangerously in Love video dropped and I was like doing choreo in the back and they were like, you can't do that. And I was like, why can't I do this? Like, the choreo is popping. Like, why would I not do it? So, yeah, I think that it was stuff like that where I feel like for me, coming to terms with not being straight, I was just like, okay, well, I'm already existing outside of this, so a lot of this doesn't apply to me. I can just pick and choose. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of people who still feel the pressure to adhere to every single thing that they're told they need to be. And
Will, you did a survey with 1,000 men and women about the state of masculinity. What did you find?
Well, the first thing is that 97% of respondents said that they've noticed that masculinity is changing. So this is real. This is happening. It's not something we made up out of thin air. Yeah. The other thing that stuck out to me is 30% of men said that they were confused by the changes. Yeah. And that was a real call to action for me and for the team at GQ. It's like,
do you feel confused by the changes?
I don't feel confused. For me, the new masculinity, it's very simple. It's, I know who I am, and I respect who you are. It comes down to that.
Yeah.
I'm aware, I'm free to express myself. I also respect Jaboukie's right to express himself. I wouldn't ever put my needs, I wouldn't project those on him, and I ask the same thing in return.
Yeah, that's what I want to know when you say changing how.
Yeah.
That vulnerability is okay
Yeah.
is one of the things that you point out in a magazine.
Absolutely.
Men are not raised that way.
Yeah, and this project is ongoing for us, so it's something that we've been touching on all year. Then we did a whole issue around it that's out now, and we're going to continue to do it. So last issue, Brad Pitt, in his cover story, was talking about growing up in the Ozarks, not feeling free to be in touch with his feelings, and the process of becoming an adult for him has been about learning to be vulnerable.
Should male anchors have to wear suits on TV asking for a friend? Go.
I felt that I should wear one today out of respect for Gayle. But otherwise, I think it's a free-for-all. You know, maybe try the yellow coat.
That's a handshake. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Try the